It is with great pride and excitement for the future that we announce that United Way of Weld County will be transitioning the facilitation of the regional homelessness work, the Northern Colorado Continuum of Care, to Homeward Alliance, a Fort Collins-based agency that is focused solely on housing and homelessness response across the region. For the next few minutes, you're going to hear me do something that I don't typically do, and that is to brag about the behind-the-scenes convening and facilitating work that our staff has done in this space and to share with you about the results that that work has led to. 5 years ago, the United Way of Weld County Board of Directors agreed to convene over 40 different agencies across the region by being a local liaison between those agencies and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. By serving in this way, United Way was able to ensure that over $11 million came directly into Northern Colorado rather than passing through Denver-based agencies as it had done those 20 years prior. Even before 2020, United Way took a leadership role in this work, having employed the first ever regional homelessness response staff member that helped those 40-plus partner agencies to streamline the process by which people got access to housing. Since 2017, when United Way first hired this employee, over 2,200 households have not only gained permanent housing, but have stayed in that housing. This is the perfect example of collective impact in action and is the kind of work that you will see United Way shift its attention to over the course of the next 5 years. Why then, you might wonder, would United Way pass along this regional collective impact work? We believe in the importance of regionalism and in working across the county border. And at the same time, focusing our energy and efforts here in Weld County, the place that we call home, feels like the best use of our time and resources. Homeward Alliance has done a phenomenal job of integrating their work into Weld County. We look forward to continuing to help them do more of that and would encourage all of you to give them a warm welcome. United Way is not the agency that necessarily found housing for every one of those 2,000 plus households, nor are we the only ones that contributed funding to this effort. But without United Way agreeing to do this behind the scenes work and dedicating our time and resources to this effort, none of this would have happened. And if it had, it certainly would not have been nearly as effective or efficient. Sometimes it's hard to see the progress being made on these huge, systemic, seemingly unsolvable challenges, and to think about what our region would look like if even half of those 2,000 rehoused families were still on the streets is unimaginable. So the next time you come to a stoplight at a major intersection, whether it is here in Weld County or across the highway, and don't see a person experiencing homelessness, I hope that you think of United Way, Homeward Alliance, and all of the 40-plus partner agencies that have worked so tirelessly to make progress on this challenge over the last 5 years. And if you do see someone and hope that that changes, I'd ask that you consider donating to United Way, Homeward Alliance, or one of the dozens of other nonprofit partners working hard to tackle this issue every single day. We know what needs to be done to get every single family that experiences homelessness back into housing, and you can trust us to do it. What the nonprofit sector needs from you are resources, both money and time, to do it. And finally, to our community nonprofit partners, thank you for trusting us with this work. We are humbled to have served on your behalf for the last 5 years and are excited to have a seat at the table so that we can continue to represent Weld County during these critical regional discussions. Thank you.